what you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you?
Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on your hometown station, KHTS, AM 1220 on the Neighborhood Watch. Every first and third Thursday of the month, we talk about all things Santa Clarita Valley law enforcement related with our Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station deputies. In the studio, we have Deputy Josh Dubin, Deputy Jonathan Wilson, and Deputy Regina Yost. And since you guys have been so gracious to come sit down here and do some community outreach and give people a little view on yourselves, I'm going to exploit that and put you guys on the hot seat in just a minute. First, I want to talk about the Crime Prevention Unit and how you guys interact with, I mean, it's not just the Crime Prevention Unit. There's also, there's Detectives Bureau, there's, off-road team, there's some overlap, right?
Yeah, we work closely with all the teams at the station. We have, we work with our detectives. We ask them what they need help with, and then we try to assist them with that. We also have our SAT team, which is our special assignments team that work our nights, and they deal with the gangs and that kind of stuff. We have our SIT team, which is our
Crime Impact team.
I just went blank on our
teamwork right there.
Like that. I'm trying to explain it.
What's Crime Impact team? What are those deputies doing?
That team consists of four deputies and a sergeant, and they basically go out. They come to us and ask us, hey, what do you see the trend? Where's the problem? They go set the surveillance. They put together all the operations for it. We
Targeted
work real
enforcement, if you will.
We work real closely with them because we've gone out and done a couple operations day and night with them. So we work real closely with that team as well.
They're very, very good at what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got all the wazoo gadgets and gizmos and trucks, and
they get all the high-tech
They got
stuff.
all the high-tech stuff. So we work
The
closely with
Celebrate?
them.
And then the famous J team.
The famous J team. Detective Bill Velick is on there. He's been by the station a few times.
He has.
And J team focuses on, for those that don't know, juvenile or drug-related crime, right?
Right.
But it's called the juvenile team.
Yeah, juvenile intervention team.
Okay.
And they focus on drug-related juvenile narcotics offenses. So
No, would they handle adults-related, narcotic offenses?
sometimes it depends on what the nexus is.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes.
So as promised,
As promised.
putting you guys on the hot seat because
I feel
you've come
bad.
down.
I feel bad for these deputies. First time on the radio, and now you're going to grill them with.
Most lists have 10 questions. I just came with 9. So, not so bad. Okay.
Wow.
Deputy Yost, we're going to go back and forth. Deputy Yost and then Deputy Wilson, you guys answer.
Okay.
First job, Deputy Yost.
Wow, this is kind of embarrassing, but yes, I used to be the Taco Bell girl, the drive-through person.
Up here?
Come through? No, not out here.
Oh, okay.
But I did Taco Bell. I worked for them as a drive-through person for probably about 3 years.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yep. So
My first job was
on-
photocopying.
Yep, Taco Bell.
Boy,
Like at Kinko's?
Worked for Taco Bell.
For the
Very
school
nice.
at Cal State Northridge, I put together all the books. There's like, oh my God, it was the worst job. At the start of the school year, like everybody needs their course packets, and the photocopy place made them, so that's what I did.
And look at you now.
And then here I am. Sad. Deputy Wilson, talk to me. What was your first job?
Like anyone else who lives out here, I worked at Magic Mountain. Yep.
Yes.
I
Awesome.
cooked food out. I've cooked food for Magic Mountain.
Which spot? Not the funnel cakes.
I did the base. What's the one that does the submarine sandwiches up there?
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell you the name,
Yeah,
but I know
and
exactly what you're talking about.
Surfside Grill. Did
Yeah.
some hot dogs there. And
Cool.
Yeah.
I've heard from a friend who did this that the worst job is the people taking the picture. At the start.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know.
That was
gonna be
another
a tough
company
one.
that worked within them.
Oh, okay. So maybe it wasn't the Magic Mountain deal. Favorite musician, Deputy Yost.
I'm going to say Adam Levine. He's
And
my favorite.
Who?
Okay.
He's just nice to look at, too.
okay, Adam Levine. Easy on the eyes.
Goodness.
All
Good
right.
singer.
He's
good
on The
singer.
Voice?
He's on
that
The
correct?
Voice, too.
This is The
He's on The
Voice.
Voice.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm more on the. I like the chill side. I like
Like
311.
Dave Matthews, man.
No,
Oh, okay.
311.
311.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Favorite comedian?
I'm going to have to say George Lopez.
George Lopez.
My favorite.
I don't know. I don't really follow comedians, so I've seen George Lopez. I guess he'd be my favorite too. I'll go with that.
That is an incorrect answer. Okay.
You just lost $500 on Jeopardy.
Deputy Dubin, you got a favorite comedian?
I don't. I wasn't prepared for that question.
He tells all the jokes, right? Right, Mark? Perfect hair?
Right. You're doing a great job.
And we don't
operating
give
that
him a
board.
microphone, so we just
Right.
take shots.
And
at-
you have
at
no
Mark.
microphone today.
He's a
Jimmy
good
Kimmel,
sport.
he's good.
Okay, all right.
go.
I guess
I'll use
that's
that
the answer. Job you'd most likely pursue if you couldn't be a deputy. Deputy Wilson.
I played ice hockey my whole life.
Really?
I would be an
Ice
ice hockey
station?
coach everywhere. I
Okay.
played Canada. I played everywhere.
Really? In
Yes.
Canada?
Yes.
How did you, what's the story there?
I started here when I was about 7 years old, out at Isoplex in Northridge,
Sure.
and just went up through the ranks there, and then I made a team up in Montreal for a couple months.
Do you want to know a fun fact of the day, Perry Smith?
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Deputy Dubin is also
Fun.
a hockey player?
Deputy Wilson and I were formerly of the same hockey team
You're
back
kidding,
in the hot
yes.
years.
14 years old.
14
Back
years
in the
old.
hot years.
Santa Clarita YMCA.
Bullfrogs.
So Y has a hockey league?
They did on Soledad and Solomont. They had a roller hockey rink there
In the Arts Liquor parking
in
lot.
the Arts Liquor parking lot, which the roller rink is now gone. Many of the businesses still remain,
That storied venue.
but for teammates.
All right.
Perfect hair. 1 minute.
Teammates
Go.
again
He's
now.
giving us the-
Teammates again now.
Deputy Yost?
I think I would have been a teacher.
Okay.
I used to like to play that when I was younger. I had all the school books. I had younger siblings under me, and I used to like to take part in school activities where you taught stuff. So I would have been a teacher.
Okay. Craziest thing you've ever heard from someone to get out of a ticket, or craziest thing you've caught someone doing in the act during your years?
Well,
at
like
the
we were
Santa
talking
Monica?
earlier, Perry, you said this is a rated G show.
Yes.
So
I'm going to take this opportunity to remind everybody of that.
use your imagination.
Right.
I'll just
Boy.
say that.
On patrol, huh?
Yes.
Was it in a public place?
Yes.
Oh boy.
So he's using the pass card.
was it?
Deputy Yost, are you using the pass card?
You know what? There's been so many crazy things out here people wouldn't even think happens out in Santa Clarita. So I'm going to have to refrain from answering that question.
There, the pass card.
Deputy Dubin,
Pass
is this
card.
3 passes?
3 passes.
Yes.
Oh, well, at least, Deputy Wilson gave me something for the imagination, so that's something. Oh, you know what? We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
And on that
We're
note-
going to finish. No, we're not ending on that. We're finishing the hot seat questions. But after this commercial break on your hometown station, KHTS, AM 1220.
What you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you?
Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley, here on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220. We're doing the Neighborhood Watch because it's every first and third Thursday of the month. We talk about all things Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station related, talking about law enforcement. We have Deputy Josh Dubin, Deputy Jonathan Wilson, and Deputy Regina Yost in the studio, sitting on our hot seats, going through the questions. Got a couple more. Favorite cop show or movie? Deputy Wilson, you're going first.
Southland, by
Yeah,
far.
I'm going to agree with that.
Wow,
Southland, too.
unanimous, and I've heard that from you too before.
I
dude.
thought that was a good show. It dealt with many issues that police officers face. Although no law enforcement show can be 100% realistic because there's report writing,
volume of
booking
paperwork.
evidence. I mean, they obviously got to spin it a little bit for TV, to make it.
Put in
they-
love interests.
The TV, yeah, right.
And it has to be LAPD. I wish they would just do them about the actual sheriffs.
Right.
They
'Cause
did
you've
at
never
one
seen-
time, but
They did?
Yeah, we used
They
to have
did?
a sheriff.
Yeah, it
sheriff
was
show.
called,
It didn't
10-8.
last Yeah, it didn't last.
It was
very
called
long.
10-8.
I've never seen that.
I've never heard of that
Very
either.
long.
It was,
Wow,
it was a
you
couple
learn
months.
something every day here on the
months
Neighborhood
long,
Watch.
it's called 10-8. It was good. It was a good show.
So is that why you guys like Southland too? Because it's kind of the most, not accurate, but the most accurate portrayal you've seen on.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll sit there, and me and my wife will sit there, and when we used to watch it, and she'd be like, "Does that really happen?" Be like, "Yeah, that's actually pretty,
Yeah, it's
pretty accurate."
yeah.
Okay. Next question. Best part about being a deputy, aside from working with Josh Dubin, obviously, and getting interviewed by local media reporters.
I mean, you just took two of the greatest things in the world right there.
Two of you guys' favorite
go
parts
first.
I know. Deputy Yost, you go ahead.
The best part about being a deputy is hoping that you can be an example and a role model to somebody out there. I mean, we've dealt with a lot of individuals who are troubled, young kids that are, come from bad homes or just are troubled. And if you can just reach out to them in one way, whether, I've had a couple kids I've had to arrest, and, I've seen them later on and said, "Hey, deputy, I remember you from when I was at, school, and you took me in for this, but now I don't do that anymore." So if we can make a positive impact, I feel my job is satisfying enough for me.
Deputy
I
Wilson.
completely agree. I remember a call where a kid got punched in the face. It was a 3-year-old boy. And when he saw me, he ran up to me and put his arms out, and I just remember picking him up, and he just put his head on my shoulder. It feels good to do something like that. You really do feel like you make an impact on people's lives, and just the fact that it's a constantly changing and moving environment. This job's every day is different, everything's different, and it's a good, rewarding job.
Favorite social media means?
Fine job, guys.
Yeah.
Well, since I don't know the other ones, Facebook's probably the only one I know how to get on that's easy enough for me.
Okay, like the Facebook.
Yeah, I love the juice on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting hammered last night on it by Chris Kraft and everyone else, so that's for you, Chris.
What will you guys like give each other a hard time on it, or what do you mean?
Yeah, they were razzing me a little bit last night.
All right, we'll talk about that at the break. Okay. And then we just wrapped up all of the coffee with the captains, so you guys are done with that part of the outreach, and with Captain Roosevelt Johnson.
Right.
What have those been like, as far as just getting to interact with the community? I was there. There was a decent sized crowd in the Canyon Country one. There's people coming and going, kind of steady throughout the 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
You talking about mine or
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember how many people showed up. It wasn't the turnout that I wanted, but the people that did show up, we had a good talk. They got the questions they needed answered. They got to see what it is that I do and the things the captain has planned for this station and this city, and I think it was a good thing.
Speaking of plans, sorry, Deputy Yost, you did one also.
I did mine in Valencia over there at the Starbucks next to the Corner Bakery. The management there was awesome. They did an awesome job. Shout out to Joey over there. I was a little disappointed I didn't have the big turnout that I thought Valencia was going to give, but the people that were there, must have been about maybe 15 to 20, all came and spoke to us. I got to know a lot of people, got to find out some information about some trends going on in the area and some businesses and some issues with neighborhoods that were having some problems. So it was pretty good.
Speaking of getting the information out, we have a checkpoint coming up Friday.
We do.
Memorial Day weekend.
Right. The kickoff to Memorial Day weekend checkpoint.
Is
Don't
safe
drive
driving
drunk.
kickoff, right?
Right.
And so is everybody working that? Deputy, are you working that?
I'm working it.
Talk about that.
Some of us from the station will be working it. It's going to be a rather big checkpoint with our last minute left here on the Neighborhood Watch. That is the kickoff to Memorial Day, and that brings up a great point. Don't drink and drive over Memorial Day.
Right.
We have plenty of deputies on patrol. We have
Saturation
plenty of CHP officers on patrol in the Santa Clarita Valley. Don't drink and drive. There is cab companies. There are sober friends. There is Uber. There are many ways to get around. So
The new
if
hotness
you have been
app, right?
drinking, don't drink and drive.
All right, we'll get
There
the
is
word
my
out.
public service announcement.
Getting the word out. And next
as
show,
we close this show.
June 5th.
June
right?
5th.
Are we
Throw
gonna
down the
have anybody
gauntlet.
there?
We're
Are
gonna
you guys
bring some more
razz your,
CPU.
your cohorts into coming on and joining us?
I think Mark Manskar and Jeremy Carr need to get over here.
I think Deputies Carr and Manskar would be great additions. We have to take a break. Thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in on your Neighborhood Watch, KHTS AM 1220, your hometown station.